Hello and welcome to the latest Personal Care Global webinar. My name is Tim Probert and I am the editor of Personal Care. Today, we warmly welcome back London-based personal care industry market intelligence platform Gravel AI. Gravel AI takes the perspective of a single ingredient and tracks its adoption through the value chain, raw material suppliers, distributors, OEMs, and beauty brands. Gravel AI brings transparency to the market by uncovering relationships between industry players, starting with OEMs and beauty brands. Its AI-powered tools track the 12-month trends of every ingredient and marketing claim. Gravel AI is backed by San Francisco venture capitalists and it is advised by Richard Peters, its independent board director. Richard is a former president of DSM. Gravel AI is also advised by a number of AI and data specialists. So today's presentation is from Karen Ho, the co-founder and chief executive of Gravel AI. Karen is the former global head of data products at RELX, which is a FTSE 100 business and events company that owns the in-cosmetics trade shows. Karen holds a master's degree in physics from the University of Oxford, where she was president of the Science Society. At Oxford, Karen met Gravel AI co-founder To Hong Chan. To Hong is a top first graduate in materials science from Oxford University and an International Chemistry Olympiad silver medalist. Today's webinar is titled Track Consumer Momentum of Every Beauty Product Powered by AI. Karen will introduce Gravel AI's new tool, which is called Beauty Product Deep Dive. At the end of the presentation, Karen will answer your questions live, so please submit your questions via the GoToWebinar questions text box. So over to you, Karen.
Thank you, Tim. Yep, very nice to meet you again. We have launched several new tools in the last few months since we last spoke. I'm going to walk you through all of them. Here, there is this new section called the Consumer Momentum Intelligence. This is where we track the success and the relative share of brands. So let me walk you through all of them. The first tool is consumer review analysis. You can analyze the consumer review trends across brands and across retailers. In our beta launch, we have launched to 4 retailers only. So Look Fantastic UK, Sephora UK, Sephora US, and Ulta US. Here, for example, I have selected sunscreens, but you can filter by any applications, any marketing claims, or any ingredients. So I clicked search. Now you can see that for sunscreen category, we detected 62,000 total number of consumer reviews, 61 sunscreen brands on Sephora, US, and 138 products. Scroll down to see the relative share of consumer reviews across all the sunscreen brands. You can see the number of products. So Supergroup, they have 28 sunscreen products on Sephora US, 11 new product launched in the last 6 months, total number of consumer reviews, and also this is the share of consumer reviews. You can see in the last 3 months, the share has dropped a little bit. Then you can scroll down to see also the new brands that have launched in the sunscreen categories. So for example, here, this is one, Glow Recipe, growing up and up. So you can select a particular brand, click submit here, which I have done before the call. Then you can see for these brands, their existing sunscreens in the market, positive reviews, shares, negative review shares, new products, positive reviews and negative reviews shares, best, worst performing formulations. You can see, for example, this one, it received 2,031 positive reviews and 5,539 negative reviews, which are 1-star, 2-star reviews, and positive reviews are 4-star, 5-star reviews. You can scroll to see the other ones, but you can scroll down to see the AI analyzed consumer review analysis. Here, we identify the drivers for positive reviews, separated by topics. For example, here, this one says invisible finish with no white cast. For every topic, we also return 2 real quotes from customer feedback. These are the real quotes written in the customer reviews on Sephora US associated with this brand, their sunscreen products under this topic. This sunscreen is completely invisible, so there is no white cast, perfect for all skin tones. Then you can see the other topics, or click on drivers for negative reviews. Then now you can see the topics that are driving the negative reviews: skin reactions and breakouts, incompatibility with oily skins. So this product is not for oily skin. It made my face even darker. So you can scroll down to see the other ones. On this platform, we also separate the drivers by all products and new launches. So you can click on positive drivers for positive reviews for new launches. This is super important because sometimes the reviews for existing products are quite old. The products were launched maybe 5 years ago, while you can also see the drivers for positive reviews for new products that were launched recently across brands, marketing claims, and ingredients. You can also see the raw data as well. We give you the raw customer reviews with the review date, with the title and the topic and brand name and the retailer name. You can again split by new launches and existing products to see the negative and positive reviews. So let's do another search. So now this is just sunscreen, Sephora US. I have preloaded a search which is for sunscreens with the marketing claims mineral. Now we are looking at all sunscreens on Sephora US that has the word mineral in the product descriptions, marketing claims, or any text. You can see that it has reduced. The total number of reviews are now 42.5K rather than 62K previously. Total number of brands here, number of products. Now you can also see that Shiseido is now top, as, with the share of consumer reviews constantly around 17%, 19%. New product launches with mineral sunscreens. Existing products in the market, 7. I selected Shiseido. Click Submit for review analysis. Again, now you can see all the details related to the mineral sunscreens under the brand Shiseido, and the drivers for positive, negative reviews, and the raw data. Okay, so the tool here is the consumer review analysis tool. We launched this about 1.5 months ago. You can filter by ingredients like zinc oxide, sunscreens, mineral, or you can filter by hyaluronic acid, face serum, anti-aging, or you can just leave everything blank and just select face serum. Okay, now let's say you want to analyze this brand called Shiseido. You can click on it, and now you are now in the tool called Beauty Brand Deep Dive. Shiseido sunscreens filtered by the marketing claims mineral, and you can filter by ingredients as well for the destination market USA. Again, we cover 23 countries now. Since we last did our webinar, we have launched to several more countries, including Philippines and other APAC and Eastern European countries. So now here, 2 new product launches in the last 6 months, 8 products in the market for the USA market. Sunscreen mineral. This is not just Sephora US. This is all all 18 retailers we cover in the US. So you can scroll down to see contract manufacturers we have detected that are used by Shiseido. And this is the parent company name that we use to detect the connection. scroll down to see the top 30 applications. Okay, sunscreens. We selected sunscreens. Ingredients used in all the mineral sunscreens. So let's say you're interested in this one. So click, and then we will show you the actual product URL underneath each retailers for all the products that use this ingredient. You can go down to see the actual product data. Here, sunscreens, Shiseido, product name. Okay, so here. You can also see the proprietary blends detected from the ingredients list. Here, we detect with the inky combinations only. For example, this Lipotec SAU white tea proprietary blend may have Inky 1, Inky 2, Inky 3, Inky 4, and we found those 4 Inkies from the ingredients list. This means that Shiseido, they may have mixed the blend themselves rather than buying from Lipotec. So let's say you want to analyze a single product. Let's say it is a Shiseido sunscreen. So let's go to the new tool that we have launched. This is again in beta phase. We welcome your feedback. You can select Shiseido as the brand. Type keywords for the product name. You can type the exact product names, or you can type several words. So here I selected sunscreen stick. It is because different retailers, they name the products differently. Let's say Sephora US may say, okay, SPF 50. Boots UK may say SPF 50+. So we let you select some keywords that describe the product name, and you click search, or you filter by countries, or you filter by applications, and we will show you all the historical and current formulations versions associated with this product name you have typed. So here we found 3 formulations associated with Shiseido's sunscreen stick. This is the first one. You can see the ingredient list here is different from the second one. This one is discontinued in Sweden. And for the first one, this is live in Canada, Spain, Sweden, USA. For the second one, it is live in the UK. The third one is also live in the USA. So now I select this product, submit. We define a unique product by the formulation. Across Graph4AI, when you look at all these different tools, the formulation has to be unique to be called a new product launch or existing product. If Shiseido, they launched another sunscreen stick with a larger bottle size, using the same formulation, we will not call that a new product launch. So now this is the different product names associated with this single formulation under a sunscreen stick. Geographical reach. We detected this product in 3 retailers in Canada, so this particular formulation for this product. 4 retailers in the US. This was launched in Sweden in September 2023, for example, in a Nordic Fuel SE retailer. So this is the tool that allows you to analyze the geographical reach of every product and the associated formulation. You can scroll down to see the latest product availability across different retailers. And if, when possible, we detect the launch date as well. So this one in Spain, available in Prima ES, launched in July 2023. This product is live. It is not yet discontinued. This one launched 3 months later to Sephora in September 2023. You can see the ingredient list breakdown split by ingredients type. Proprietary blends detected. We have not detected proprietary blends for this sunscreen stick under Sephora. You can also see the product name keyword trends. Under the sunscreen categories, we analyzed the keywords associated with this product and benchmarked against all sunscreens, which is this category, and compare the adoption rate. For example, here, the word SPF is used in 79.8% of all sunscreens. This is the benchmark, and it is launched in, it is used in 77.6% of newly launched sunscreens in the last 6 months. So the adoption of the word SPF in existing sunscreens versus newly launched sunscreens has decreased by 2.8% in the last 6 months. So this is almost flat. Consider this a statistical error. But if you look at some other words like stick, the word stick was used in 5.1% of sunscreens. It is used in 7.2% of newly launched sunscreens in the last 6 months. So the adoption of the word stick has increased by 40.7%. So it is still increasing. This is the word clear. The word clear has increased in adoption rate by 101% in the last 6 months, but this is the 12-month trend again. So you can use this tool to analyze all keywords associated with this single product. You can scroll down. Now this is a new section again. You can analyze the consumer reviews associated with this sunscreen stick by Shiseido and benchmark against, say, sunscreens. Select retailer, Sephora US, analyze. As a caveat, just as a caveat, the consumer reviews tool, it is launched in actually it is not in Sephora US. This is why it's showing 0. So where is it live in the US? Sephora US. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So let me see. Okay, so for some reason it is not quite working. So let me test another product. Okay. Yeah. So if the product is not available in a particular retailer, there is a dilemma, which is the dilemma is for the entire platform, we track over 150 retailers. But for consumer reviews analysis, it is a new tool. This is because the reason we are launching this webinar. The retailers we cover is we only cover 4 retailers. So sometimes a product is available on our platform in this tool, Beauty Products Deep Dive, but we cannot see that in the consumer review analysis tool. Okay, while this is loading, let me show you another tool. So let's say you want to analyze, so this is back to Shiseido sunscreens. So let's say you want to analyze a contract manufacturer used by Shiseido. So you can click into this Gotha Cosmetics. And now you're in the OEM Deep Dive tool, where you can see the brands that are working with Gotha Cosmetics. So here you can see, for example, a list of brands working with them. Now let's say you want to analyze this brand called Fenty Beauty or Glossier. So let's click Glossier. You are now back to the Beauty Brand Deep Dive tool, where you can see the other contract manufacturers used by Glossier. You can also filter by ingredient, applications, marketing claims, to see the new product launch activities for this brand in the last 6 months. Okay. Yeah. So we detected some other contract manufacturers that are used by Glossier. For contract manufacturer, we also did a major upgrade. So this is a tool that allows you to track the product manufactured by this contract manufacturer. So let's say Intercos. Since our last webinar, we have drastically expanded the data coverage for OEMs. So for example, this is a contract manufacturer. You can see the list of ingredients used by this contract manufacturer, and you can see the actual product names that are manufactured by this contract manufacturer. These are real product names, and taking your feedback, we will further enhance this tool as well. Okay. There's another tool as well, OEM by ingredient. So you can see, let's say face serums, Befida, Permanent, Lysate. So since our last webinar, we have launched to several other countries for OEM intelligence. So for example, now we are tracking like Austria, China, and India and various countries that were not available before. Currently, we track 1,300 OEMs, but hopefully by the time we have our next webinar, we will be expanding that a lot more. So now we are taking all face serums brands that use bifidobacter lysate, and then we are returning a huge list of all these brands and display the OEMs used by these brands. So we are still mapping at a brand level in this tool, which means that all of these OEMs, they are used by this brand, but this Tetra Spring Polska OEM from Poland may not be the exact OEM that produced the bifidobacter lysate product range for La Mer. Okay, so now let's track the consumer momentum again. So previously, we looked at consumer review analysis, where you can see the share of different brands in different retailers across marketing claims, applications. We looked at product deep dive, and we tracked the consumer momentum of geographical reach of specific products associated with specific formulations. So this is a tool. This is a new product launch tool. In this tool, you can track consumer momentum by looking at the success of the new product launches. L'Oreal or a big brand can launch a product that sells for millions of units, and a small brand may launch a product that sells for hundreds of units. So you can use this tool. Firstly, you use this tool to track, you can filter by brands, you can filter by ingredients, marketing claims, or applications. Let's do a search. Let's do the search again. Face serum again. You can look at past X number of months new product launches. Let's look at 6 months in all countries. Actually, let's look at 1 month. So we get a cutting edge new product launch data. So we define new product launches as a unique formulation that are new to that brand. Here, okay, so this is a new formulation used by this brand, even if the product is looks like they are an existing product. We detected 1,290 new product launches that are in face serum. So how do we track consumer momentum? You go here, click on the table view. This view allows you to see the number of consumer reviews aggregated across all the 150 plus retailers we track globally. This product, for example, in Japan, by this brand, since it was launched, we detected 4,447 consumer reviews, positive consumer reviews since launched. So this is actually 4-star, 5-star reviews. And then you can scroll down to see in a descending order all the face serums new product launches. So this is one way for you to track new product launch momentum, consumer momentum associated with new product launches. There's another way, which you can go to market deep dive. So let's say you want to understand, so face serum. Actually, let's use a different, let's use shampoos. Go to USA. So this is a market landscape analysis tool that allows you to track the very successful brands and products that are launching. Again, you can look at, we have a metric called the consumer momentum. So here, you can scroll down. So this is a flat trend because we are just looking at shampoos. In a moment, I will demo another search. So you can look at fast-growing brands in shampoo. So this is a list of shampoo brands. Again, a huge list of shampoo brands. You can track the aggregated consumer reviews associated with the 26 shampoos by this brand. This brand launched 4 new shampoos in the last 6 months. And you can see that the 4 shampoos accounted for 0.1% of the overall positive consumer reviews received by the 26 in the portfolio. So this is not a high number. Now you can track commercially successful new launches. You can click this tab or just browse this column. This column tracks the share of the positive consumer reviews received by the new product launches as a part of the overall product. So for example, this brand called Nexus, they launched 10 shampoos in the last 6 months, and the 10 shampoos are accounted for 12% of the overall consumer reviews received by all the shampoos. So this is an indicator of the commercial success or momentum of the new product launches by this brand. Because if we don't use this metric, if we just use the absolute number of consumer reviews, the big brands will always win because this is just the absolute number. Now you can go down to see the commercially successful products. So for example, this is a 6 months consumer review increase, which again allows you to track the consumer momentum of all these shampoos in the market by tracking the increase, the difference, like the increase in the consumer reviews in the last 6 months by this brand and at a product level, aggregated across all retailers on the platform. You can click on new product launches. So again, you can see the product reviews are much reduced, like the absolute number is much fewer than previous because these are new products launched in the last 6 months. You can scroll to see the relative review increase. So if you are interested in the brand, click on the brand. It will take you back to the brand deep dive tool where you can analyze the everything about the brand, including the OEMs they use. You can click on the product where we take you back to the product deep dive tool. Scroll down and you can see it is the hair care category, and we search for shampoos. So this is the landscape. Okay, shampoos is going up. So there are more new product launches in shampoos in mass rather than masstige, entry prestige compared to the existing market distribution. You can see the price distribution, new product versus all products in the market. So now let's do another search because we are just looking at shampoo here. So Actuin, take out the applications and search. We are now searching for all products in the US market that use Actuin for all marketing claims and all applications. So this allows you to see the complete landscape for this ingredient. So how is it used, which brands launching, and what are the success and momentum. Okay, on average, we are seeing around 60% year-on-year growth in the adoption of Actuin in new products versus existing products. So in new products, it is the adoption of Actuin is much higher. New product launches in the last 6 months that use Actuin, 397 existing products in the US destination markets that use Actuin. Brands that use Actuin, so this brand, Kiehl's, they launched 3 products that use Actuin, and the 3 products accounted for 58.2% of the overall positive reviews of all the 6 products that use Actuin, which is quite good. This is over benchmarking the number of products share. Again, you can filter by small brands launching new products, established brands launching new products, and commercially successful products, which ranks this commercial success indicator column. Can go down to see the products. You can see we have highlighted Actuin here. For all products, you can see the highlighted ingredients that you searched for. So sunscreens, this is a sunscreen, but it has Actuin. So because we did not select a product type this time. Here, you can see the distribution of categories of products that use Actuin, new product versus existing products, top 20 applications, new products, existing products. And okay, now let's say you want to analyze this product. Actually, let's say you want to analyze a single product. You can click, okay, I have preloaded this product called NARS Creamy Concealer. So you can select a partial INKEY list here. Go back. INKEY list scanner. So this tool allows you to track the top 1,000 similar products that use this formulation. So it allows you to find exact matches of similar products in the market. So let's check this list. Looks right. I have selected a partial INKEY list from this product called the NARS Mini Creamy Concealer. So we expect to see a lot of NARS products here because it is just matching globally the top 1,000 similar products in the market. It can be different SKUs. but also you can track the new products that are launching that are similar in formulation to this product. Again, this also helps you understand the momentum of the market. And so if there is a unique product that you want to scan, then you can use this tool to do that. For example, here, NARS Creamy Concealer, 100% matching the Inkey list we entered, which is the ingredients that we highlighted here. Can scroll down. All NARS products from different countries. So NARS, NARS, NARS. Okay. We saw one Shiseido product. This is a self-refreshing concealer from Shiseido, 93% matching the partial Inkey list we entered. Another Shiseido product here. Another Shiseido product here. Another brand. So this is a different brand. We found that the formulation is matching 86%. It is also a concealer. You can see another brand. This is a South Korean brand with very innovative packaging. You can see 79% matching the partial Inkey list we posted. Another brand from South Korea, 79% match. It is also, this is looks like a concealer, but in a different format. So I hope you get the idea. You can look at new products here and track all the newly launched products that are matching this ingredient list that we have entered. Or you can just scan the market to find the existing products in the market. So ingredient trends. So let's say now you want to deeply analyze those face serum active ingredients. So again, USA, click search. This tool allows you to track which active ingredients are trending up in adoption in the face serum category in USA. Again, you can filter by any ingredients type. So for example, here, surfactants or preservatives, you can analyze the preservative systems used. You can analyze bleaching agents for teeth in oral care products in France. You can also filter by ingredient origin, such as biotechnology, which is fermentation as well, and plant-based marketing claims. You can filter by bespoke requirements, such as I only want peptide ingredients or enzyme ingredients. So here we detected 619 new products in face serum in the USA. We detected 4,063 face serums in the market, in existing markets today. This tool compares the chemical composition of new products versus existing products to identify the trending active ingredients. Here, sodium hyaluronate is used in 49.3% of all face serums in the US market. It is used in 53.6% of newly launched face serums in the US market, launched in the last 6 months. So the adoption of sodium hyaluronate in new products versus existing products is an increase of 8.8%. So this is 6 months increase in the adoption rate for 12 months, 9 months, 6 months, and 3 months. So you can see actually this number versus this number is 4% increase. You can also click on fast growing top ingredients to see the double-digit growth rate across all the different ingredients that are showing double-digit growth rate. You can click on fast growing niche ingredients to see all ingredients that have currently, they have low market adoption today, but they are growing very fast in the last 12 months. Again, clicking into any of these tools, this copper tripeptide one will take you back to the market deep dive tool so that you can see the landscape, which brands are launching, what is the momentum of those new products, and so on. And you can click on the brand to analyze the brand, click on the products to analyze the product. I will show you another tool, which is, for example, here, application trends. So you can identify pockets of growth for every ingredient. So type bifidobacterium. Select all countries. This tool allows you to select an ingredient. You can track the growth and the momentum of this ingredient in different categories and different countries. So in the old days, niacinamide was only used in face cream, face serum, but increasingly it is used in hair serum, hair care products. So this tool allows you to find the next phase of growth for that ingredient. So here, go here. You can see that bifidobacterium lactate top usage is of course a face serum, face cream, but you can scroll down to see, okay, it is used in eye cream. So for eye cream application in France market, the adoption of bifidobacterium lactate went from 2.1% in existing markets to 4.3%, 4.5% of newly launched products in the last 6 months, which represents a 109% growth in the last 6 months in the adoption of bifidobacterium lactate in eye cream in France. Again, face mask in Poland is showing huge growth in the adoption of these ingredients. And this is, again, the commercial success indicator, which tracks the momentum based on the share of new product launches as part of the overall consumer reviews total count. This is, again, the tracker for the consumer momentum of the use of that ingredient in this application. Okay, so let's say you want to analyze the momentum of a proprietary blend. So you can go here. So let's say I want to analyze this particular blend. So this I-peptide Lipotru. You can click. Now you're in the proprietary blend deep dive tool. This tool, so let's say you are a formulator or you are a marketing person, you're analyzing this I-peptide trademarked ingredients by Lipotru, the ingredient supplier. You can see that we detected 214 beauty brands that use the same blend as this I-peptide. We detected 1,296 SKUs that use the same blend. This is SKU, this is not a unique formulation. We want to use SKU here to show you the breadth of the coverage, because one product can have multiple SKUs. This is the list of brands that use that proprietary blend. This is the list of products that use that proprietary blend. Thank you. Yeah, this is the ingredient list. So if you want to track the momentum of different blends by different suppliers, you can go to these two tools. So this is the first one. This is called the ingredient supplier deep dive. Let's say I want to track Evonik. Let's say you're analyzing you're making a new skincare product. You want to use a particular ingredient or blend by a certain supplier. You can use this tool and analyze the market adoption and the momentum in new product launches. Yeah, I should have selected just Europe or US or a single country, because now it's scanning so many countries. So okay, here we are looking at Evonik, all countries. We detected 248 new beauty brands that are new to Evonik's blends. They have just started using Evonik's proprietary blends in the last 6 months. 8,702 new products that have launched in the last 6 months that use Evonik's proprietary blends. And this is the existing number of beauty brands and products. You can go down to see the more proprietary blends that we have detected. So here we use the INCI combination to detect for the adoption based on the product label. So which means we found these 3 INCIs in a combination in 402 brands, products, and 3,751 products label. There is always a small chance that the formulators from the brands, like yourselves, you mixed the blend yourself rather than buying from Evonik. But this is a very quick way for you to find out what is the adoption of that a similar blend in the market. Evonik has hundreds of blends, but this is just 39. Why is that? Because if it is a common blend like water and active plus a preservative, then we don't add it here. You can use the market deep dive tool to enter a combination of ingredients to find the market landscape yourself. But here, these are the more proprietary blends under this supplier. So here, you can see the actual products, and the brands and the blends we have detected. Okay, so now here, okay, we detected these two blends from this ingredient list by this blend by Evonik, and then here this is another blend we have detected in this ingredient list. So you can see new products launched by all brands or all products launched by new brands. Okay, I think I have covered most of the new product launches on our platform. And thank you so much for attending the demo today. And let me show, yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Karen. It's a very interesting presentation. I've got quite a few questions come in about your various tools and so on. First one I have from, it's Zeynep Bagwell. And they ask, is there a way to distinguish AI or bot written reviews from real user reviews?
This is an amazing question. At the moment, we cannot distinguish between new AI written reviews and bot reviews. However, another angle to that question, to my answer is that on, for example, Sephora US, it does say which reviews are incentivized reviews and which are not incentivized reviews. Mm-hmm. So we will be adding a filter, so you can just filter out all those incentivized reviews. But at the moment, it is AI against AI. We use AI to look into this, and people use AI to write reviews. So at this stage, we are not able to do that. But hopefully in the future, we'll see.
Sure. Okay, it's a difficult one. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yes. There's a few questions about the retailers and obviously the source of the retail data. Chris Sutton asks, Amazon has become a leader for online beauty sales. Are there any plans to include this data? Brackets, reviews and units sold.
Really amazing question as well. We used to have Amazon. We have Amazon in different locations, all the data set. It is very hard to tell whether it is a new product launch if we use Amazon, because Amazon listing is it comes and goes, and someone can list it, someone can remove it, so it is a very messy place. However, we are planning to launch a separate module for e-commerce and including Amazon, where we track the, for example, on Amazon, you can see the last 1 month, 6K products were sold. We can aggregate that at scale globally and track and map that against the products, and then we will be launching that by the end of this year. So that would be a separate module that would not interfere with the very, very clean product launch detection that we have on the rest of the platform. So that is coming soon.
Okay, very good. So yeah, I think you mentioned you use 4 retailers. Did you say who they are?
Actually, yes. So we use 4 retailers for the consumer review tools, but we track for the rest of the tools, we track over 150 retailers globally. The reason we only use 4 in the consumer reviews is because it is a new tool. So we are demoing in this session to get your feedback. And we will be rolling out the consumer reviews analysis tool to all retailers in the future. But this is a beta launch, so only 4 for now. This is why we could not show for that product. It is available on our platform, but it is not in Sephora US. That's why we couldn't show it just now.
Got it. Okay, good. Another question about retailers. Based on the retailers you are tracking, do you know what the market size this represents? Of all the people you're tracking, what do you know the percentage of the market this represents? 150 plus you mentioned.
This is a good question. It is because the market is so dynamic. So I can give you a benchmark. So one of our closest competitor, which is a 40-year-old company, their new product launch per month, the new product launches per month they track is around 50K. For us, it is around 40K. So if you benchmark us against our established competitor, then we are quite good. To answer your question, it is very hard because every day 3 new beauty brands are launched just in France, and 3 brands die. So just in France, just in 1 year, 1,000 brands come and go. So if I have to answer, okay, what is the share of this in a very dynamic market? It is quite hard. The easiest way is to benchmark us against our biggest competitor.
Very good. Okay, good. I just had a couple of my own questions actually. You mentioned face masks in Poland. You noticed there's been an explosion of usage. So can you train your mod? Can you train it so because can you train it so it can spot things you weren't necessarily knowing what to look for? So if there is unusual activity happening, perhaps with a particular ingredient or a particular application like face mask in Poland, like you say, can it sort of tell you about this even if you weren't necessarily knowing where to look? Does that make sense, that question?
Yes, so I will structure my answer in the following way. So instead of surfacing all the fastest growing elements in the market, we will let you enter the types of parameters you want to track. So because there is a brand which is a sunscreen brand, they would not be interested in fastest growing face serums activities. And so we will allow for ultra granular tracking of unusual market trends based on what matters to you. So we are launching a My Dashboard feature. So actually we already have one tool in that section. You will be able to track the parameters that are of interest to you. And we will surface proactively all the market trends and fastest growing activities and elements to you based on those parameters. So I hope that answers your question. So rather than just doing blanket, super noisy, this is what is the market, what's happening in the market. So that is, I think, to surface the biggest changes, I think our host Personal Care Magazine is the best platform for that, because they show you the news that is of interest to everyone. But for our platform, we are extremely granular. We show you what is relevant to you.
Sure, good. Okay, and that leads into, you mentioned it's a new tool. What other new tools and features are you working on?
Okay. So first of all, if we get positive customer feedback, we will roll out this current consumer reviews tool across different retailers and scale that up globally. And we are working on a granular detection of OEMs and which products they manufacture. We will be revamping the OEM intelligence module. We are launching a tool on supplier intelligence. So right now we are just tracking the proprietary blends. But sometimes customers told us sometimes our definition of proprietary blend is too strict. So we will be allowing for the My Dashboard and customizations that are specific to you. So you can set what you want to track. Then we will surface those information to you. We are also looking into the R&D data, because in this industry, innovations are two-way. So consumers drive innovations, but also chemical manufacturers, they drive the majority of the scientific R&D. So if they launched a new cutting-edge ingredient that have certain functions and they are filing certain patents, we want to service that on this platform as well. So you will be 2 steps ahead of industry innovation.
Okay, very good, Karen. Okay, a few more questions. And if you have questions, please do enter them into the questions box. We don't have too much more time, so please be quick. Another question then we've got, how often is the OEM data updated on the platform?
All the tools, across all the tools, all the retailer data, all the product brands and all this data is updated every month. Just now in my demo, you probably have seen it is on every section, it says updated February 2025. When we reach April, it will say updated March. For the OEM data sets, because we are still scaling up and we are changing the tools per my previous mention of our roadmap, we will be focused on scaling up the data coverage for OEM and changing to product level mapping. And the modules are updated only every 2 to 3 months.
Okay, very good. Okay. Another question, do you use any of the user's data to train the model? Do you use any of a user's data to train the model?
Not at all. This is actually the absolute most critical thing for our platform. We are a market intelligence platform. The moment we do that, first of all, we do not need to do that. But the second is the moment we do that, our entire business model collapses. We are impartial, objective analyzer of external data for you. You come to our platform, you use our platform to analyze external data, like retailers' data and other data sets. We will never analyze your search, capture what you have been searching for, and then make that into a trend. Unlike a ingredient marketplace, so where the suppliers list the ingredients and the brands, they browse the ingredients and they sell the interactive data back to the supplier. Okay, so this brand, they search, so many people search for this ingredient, so this is an emerging trend. That is not how we define our trends. We look for new product launches and we look for the success of those launches, and it is all just external data. So the answer is not at all. First, we do not need to train our model using your data. Second is that is not our business model at all. The moment we do that, we completely collapse.
Very good, very good. The question from Jim Davis. This is my first time viewing Gravel AI presentation. What is the cost for a company to get access to these tools? So a difficult question, but anything you can say on that, or incentives or offers or anything would be appreciated, I think.
So we have a early customer offer. So please reach out to our team, and we will. So to answer your first question, actually, in an indirect way, we use AI at our core. The cost base is very different between our company and our biggest competitor. I would say our cost is between our price is between 5 to 10% of our biggest competitor. So just it is we have a lot of small customers, medium-sized customers, and big customers. So please just book a demo, and I would love to understand your company, and then we can go from there.
Okay, very good. Look, I hope that helps, Jim. Okay, well, that's just about it. All the time we have for questions. I imagine you'll be at INCOS in Amsterdam next month, won't you, Karen?
Yes, I look forward to meeting you, Tim. And if any of our audience is there, please come to our booth. We are in Hall 2.
Hall 2? What's your number? Do you know?
2C50H.
Very good. Okay. Well, thank you very much for another excellent presentation. As we've had a few questions about, will it be recorded? It is being recorded and it'll be sent out to everyone who's registered, and it'll also be on our website in due course, and we'll send an email about it. So if you want to see it, you can watch it. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you, Karen. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.